Well, no post-Mardi Gras hangover for the LSU sports. 9 separate teams competing for the purple and gold this weekend, and we've got you covered with all the action.
Action which includes lots of flying objects, some, well, kind of dangerous.
And LSU Gymnast Erin Macadaeg joins us in studio. Stay right where you are, my friends. The sports desk is coming back.
Wins the Daytona 500.
Welcome to the sports desk, everyone. I'm Johnny Lombardi. That's Derek Kopp. Well, Derek, after a short hiatus, they decided to put us back on the air.
I'm so glad to be back. I gotta say, I missed you. It's been too long.
I missed you too, man.
We're gonna push past this mushy stuff, okay? Now, it's been an up and down couple of weeks for the men's basketball team. In fact, the last 5 games have gone loss, win, loss, win, loss, which means they won Saturday, right? And that's if the pattern continues. Well, Coach Billy Donovan had a different plan as Florida visited Coach Johnny Jones and his Tigers in the PMAC. Now, the Gators kept it close until LSU sophomore Jarrell Martin just took over the game, hitting everything, fast breaks, buzzer beaters. He was unstoppable with a career-high 28 points, and then this happened. And as Joe said, hide the kids, hide your kids.
Hide the women, hide the children, hide everyone. Jarrell Martin.
This happened between the legs during the game. Unbelievable. Now, that dunk put LSU up just 2 in the first half, but as reporter Taylor Curette explains how that one play sealed the deal for LSU's eventual 70-63 win.
After sacrificing an early 11-point lead, LSU looked like they were going to give up another game on its home floor against an inferior opponent, until Jarrell Martin decided to put matters into his own hands, between his legs, and in the hoop.
I've been telling my teammates for a while, a couple games, if I ever get a fast break again, I was going to go between the legs.
Dude, you told me that 2 months ago. You done had 16 fast breaks since then. But today he just did it, and I'm just glad he was successful.
I was looking at some of the Florida guys who kind of looking like, like mouth wide open. It's amazing. It takes a lot of guts to do that in a 2-point game.
I would have did a crazy dunk, but I wouldn't have went between the legs. That's why I say he's the man. He's the man right now. I'll give it to him.
I want to give our fans something. They've been coming out and supporting us all year long, so I wanted to get them something, that'll get them out their seats.
I mean, they got the students excited and they got our fans excited, but I know how it would have been if he'd kicked it up there to the student section if it had gone the right way too. So
it helps for Jones to have athletes at every position capable of finishing strong. Just maybe not as flashy as Martin. Would you ever try that between the legs in a game like that?
Yeah, I dream about it every night. I have dreams of success with it, but I have to do it first without the people in the crowd, I think, before I try it. So right now, in this point in time, I would not.
Taylor Curette, Tiger TV Sports.
LSU's win Saturday puts them at 19-8 and 8-6 in the SEC, with just 4 regular season games left. And every one of them is important if the Tigers want to make the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2009. Right now, ESPN bracketology expert Joe Lunardi has LSU as an 11 seed. The Tigers' hopeful to journey to the tourney continues Tuesday as they travel to Auburn, a team they lost to at home earlier this season. Now, while the basketball team watches the season clock tick down, things are just getting started for LSU baseball. It hasn't been the dream start for Coach Paul Maneri as the Tigers dropped a 6-3 contest to in-state rival Nichols on Wednesday. But LSU certainly bounced back this weekend in a series sweep over Boston College. Impressive was the takeaway, to say the least, starting with freshman pitcher Alex Lang, who struck out 9, earned his 2nd career win, and secured the series for LSU on Friday in a 7-4 decision. The Tigers then made it a clean sweep with a dominating 16-2 victory on Sunday, highlighted by senior catcher Cade Savic's 2 home runs. Junior shortstop Alex Bregman also went yard for the first time this season. Collecting 21 hits in total, Coach Maneri has to be encouraged that LSU finally got those bats going.
I went out there this week and I thought he really attacked the ball and did a super job. We have a chance to have a pretty good offensive team. Well, that's who he is. He throws 92 miles an hour and it's a sinker ball, and you got to play good defense behind him because he's going to throw a lot of ground balls, and that's why I wanted to have our best defense out there, best defensive team out there.
Well, LSU softball start this season is probably far beyond any dreams Coach Beth Torina may have had. 15-0, a program record start for the Tigers, and they claim that honor Saturday afternoon after beating Nebraska 10-2. And get this, all 10 runs were in the first inning. They just exploded off the bat. Junior Bianca Bell hit a 3-run shot, her 6th homer of the year, and she's now just 2 away from owning the all-time record at LSU, which would be 34. It's been a special season thus far for Coach Tarina and her group, as the Tigers are currently ranked 14th in the country and hope to keep the streak alive this Friday as they return home to take on Stephen F. Austin.
Now, Derek, you know I love talking about gymnastics.
Oh, yeah. Now, why is that?
Well, you know, when I was a kid, I always dreamed of being in the Olympics, Derek.
Oh, okay. I can see that, I guess, you know?
Yeah, but you know what? I was forced to watch hockey and NASCAR for hours on end, and my dad wouldn't buy me a balance beam, so.
Yeah, I can understand that. I know that pain, you know, but just so much potential lost.
I know. It's really sad. Thus, I never filled that void of becoming the rarest of athletes whom exhibit both power and grace symmetrically while regularly inspiring awe and doing flips and stuff. I fill this void by creating live-action portraits that encapsulate us into the magical world of LSU Gymnastics.
So, you did a story about LSU Gymnastics, right?
Yep, I sure did. Take a look. Separated in the national rankings by 4 1/1000ths of a point, 2 of the nation's top 3 gymnastics programs battled for supremacy in Baton Rouge on Friday. And at the end of the night, it was the 3rd-ranked LSU Tigers that sparkled the brightest.
This is the caliber team we are, and we just came out here and took care of business.
This team is staying in the process and taking one meet at a time.
The team had a little bit of extra help tonight as 12,217 Tiger fans packed the PMAC to break an old school record and watch the number 3 LSU Gymnastics team defeat the defending champs. In front of the largest crowd in program history, number 3 LSU knocked off 2nd-ranked Florida 197.950 to 197.425 to improve to 9-1 overall and stay undefeated in the SEC. Reagan Corville scored a 39.625 to win her 4th all-around title of the season and the 25th of her LSU career, tying her for most all-time.
The atmosphere was amazing, our crowd was electric, and I think it was an amazing environment to be in.
The Tigers trailed Florida after the first rotation, but after the uneven bars, LSU took the lead and didn't look back. The Tigers clinched the victory with their 2nd-best floor total of the season, anchored by Lamencia Hall, who brought the house down once again with a near-perfect 9.975.
I just think to win a national championship, you've got to be able to compete in front of a crowd like this. You've got to be able to keep your nerve. Every performer has to know if it is to be, let it depend on me, and these Tigers, they have it.
LSU closes out their regular season action next week when the Tigers travel to face 5th-ranked Alabama in Tuscaloosa on the SEC Network. Johnny Lombardi, Tiger TV Sports.
Thank you for that rousing look into LSU Gymnastics, Johnny. Now, coming up after the break, one of LSU gymnasts herself joins Reggie Chatman and Lusskin in the studio.
Erin Macadaeg is here, everybody. Stick around. The freshman will be talking about her first year as an LSU Tiger.
Hello everyone and welcome to a very special episode of Coast to Coast. I'm Reggie Chatman.
And I'm Amanda Lusskin. As you can tell, we are not alone at the desk today, and we're being joined by freshman gymnast Erin Macadaeg. Erin, welcome to the show. How are you today?
Thank you. I'm good today.
The reason I'm so excited is because Erin and I grew up together in Redwood City, California, so this is a big moment for me, interviewing such a good friend here at LSU. So let's get right to it. Erin, day by day, you're inching towards the end of your freshman season. The last home meet of the year is in a couple weeks against Minnesota. Can you just tell me, what has your experience at LSU been like so far?
It's been so great. The crowd is so much bigger than what they used to be in club gymnastics, so it's so good to have the crowd behind you and just be supportive of you.
And your coach, Gigi Bro, had put a lot of faith in you. So how has that helped you in this new level of competition?
It really helps because she's pushing us, but in a positive way. So she's always enthusiastic and charismatic, and she has so much spirit, and she just really bleeds purple and gold.
Now, Erin, you talked about the crowd. 12,217 people packed the PMAC last week for your matchup against Florida. What was it like for the team and for you personally getting that 9.9 with all those eyes on you?
It feels so great that we did so well in front of like a huge crowd, like a record-breaking crowd, and against Florida. Like, that's one of our highest rivals, so it feels so electric in there to have a crowd like that big and just watching you. It's great.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's segment. Thank you so much for joining us, Erin.
Thank you.
Make sure you give her some love on Twitter and on Instagram at PocketRocket23. And Erin, good luck with the rest of your season as you make a deep run into the postseason and try to bring home that national championship.
Derek and Johnny will be back to give you the top 5 after this.
Welcome back, my friends. Well, in the spirit of the Oscars being last night, Derek and I have our own honors we'd like to hand out.
Yes, but no beating around the bush or extravagant music performances, constantly interrupting. We're just going to get right into it.
Absolutely no shiny trophies either tonight.
No trophies.
Top 5 plays. Let's go with number 5. Yesterday, Hockey Day in America on Sunday. Penguins, Panthers. Evgeny Malkin with this sick backhand root. Filthy mittens right where Mama keeps the peanut butter. Amazing shot by Evgeny there.
Amazing. Take it low, backhand. You got to love that.
Number 3, the 57th Daytona 500. Last lap, big crash on the backstretch. Joey Logano in the lead. Yellow flag comes out. The 24-year-old from Connecticut wins his first Daytona 500. Joey Logano, a moment he will never forget. The biggest race of the NASCAR season, and Logano, the best thing since sliced bread, comes out on top.
Shout out to him. There you go. And we are on to play number 2. This is Richard Jefferson with the massive dunk on Michael Gilchrist. Boom! Father, saying no to Father Time. Did you even know Richard Jefferson was still in the league?
I thought he was a grandpa by now.
Still doing that.
Dang.
Respect. If I can do that at his age, if I can do that ever, I'll take that.
Absolutely. And the number 1 play, you guessed it. We don't really even need to show it. Jarrell Martin versus Florida on Saturday. Through the legs dunk. Jarrell. Send it in. Jarrell is right. The steal and the dunk. You can't look at this too many times. It's amazing. Jarrell with a huge finish right there. Here's the shot from our very own Taylor Crett. That's all the time we have for today, but if you're not sick of watching us just yet, check out TigerTV.tv for exclusive updates on all your LSU sports needs.
And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at @TTV_sports.
For Derek Kopp, I'm Johnny Lombardi. Have a great night, Tigers.